We are at Motor World in Berlin, where we've organised a GT-R meet along with Alex from GT-R The Journey. This is an awesome location, and I need to call it Concourse de GT-R. Let's go.
Someone to blame. Now you're stuck in the world, a victim of your truth. With nowhere to turn, nowhere to move. Looking for the answers, they don't exist. Now where you gonna run when all you've got is this? There ain't no sympathy for the broken man, no. Find your way, you better find your way. There are no tears to shed to the open end. Only space for you in the troubled land. Learn from me, learn from me, learn from me, learn from me. Make it out, gotta make it out. Make it up.
Well, we're here with Alex from GT-R The Journey. He came to visit us in Australia. He did part of the first book in Australia. You came back for GT-R Festival this year, so I thought I should come to Germany, right?
Yes.
Did you enjoy Australia first?
I loved it. It was like the best festival I've ever been to, so yeah, it was awesome.
So essentially, today is just a GT-R meet for us. What's the GT-R community like here in Berlin? I know it's small, I know it's very hard to own these cars, but like, is the scene still, like, I guess, tight and friendly? Or
It's tight, it's friendly, it's very, very passionate, but it's at the same time, it's so small that it's almost fragmented. We don't get together very often.
Yeah.
So I would say this is probably one of the first GT-R meets that we've actually had in Berlin. So we did it in a good way, I think, as well. So
well, I think what surprised me the most is yesterday you took us for a drive to sightsee Berlin in a GT-R, of course.
Yes.
The amount, I've popped up on social media, tagged that I'm in Berlin cruising.
No way.
Yeah, this morning I woke up and then there's this picture of a 32 GT-R with us in it, and someone even wrote all the way from Australia.
No way.
The amount of people that stare at a GT-R here is huge, right?
Absolutely. I mean, when you go out in any GT-R, you're like getting your thumbs up and people waving and chasing you down, and my daughter's sitting there and she's like, what's so special about this car, you know? So it's really, I think it has like an attraction that is global, like even in places where we don't have a big car scene, people are crazy about them.
Now, obviously you did the book GT-R The Journey, did well. Everyone I know that's got it loves it. Probably one of the best GT-R books I've actually ever picked up and taken a look at.
Thank you.
You're obviously making another one, but before we talk about the next one, people probably don't realise you actually do a lot of automotive work as a day-to-day job, right? So you love GT-Rs, but you get to it. Tell us about the normal work that you kind of do day-to-day.
So I do 95% videos. So I do film for Daimler, Mercedes and Audi, all of the German OEMs. And I use that to fund my passion of GT-R. So unfortunately there's no work for GT-Rs in Germany. The market's so small, but I can use it to do my own projects, like the first book and the second book, which is coming out soon, that might feature you, maybe.
So you came to Australia, you visited a few workshops,
Yes.
you obviously came and spent time with us, the festival, so we can expect a pretty good Australian contingent in the next book.
That's right.
Where else have you been since the last book to put into the second book?
For this book, I've been to Japan 4 or 5 times. I've been obviously to Australia, to the Middle East. I've been all over Europe, and we did a bit of the East Coast this time. So Miami, got some sort of Miami feel to it as well. And yeah, that basically sums it up. I want to go to the Scandics before I finish. So there's a 400R that I want to shoot on ice. So that's kind of my goal to get it out.
So Motor World is an awesome location. There's a few different car dealerships here. Behind us is Lamborghini as well as Aston Martin. So there is some wild cars on display inside as well. But we're here for GTRs. And as you can see, having a brand new Lambo next to an R34 GTR, we're still going for the R34 GTR. Come on.
Hi there, my name is Chris. I work for a car collection company called Chrome Cars. We collect famous movie cars, rare race cars, and on the other hand, we're a dealership too. So we're based in Jena. We're specialized on finding the super special cars from whatever era or make model, doesn't matter, as long as it's special. We're up for it. The network and the people you meet, that's actually the best part of it. Leave out the cars, but of course the people are the main thing. So what we have here and standing next to is actually Paul Walker's R34 Skyline from Fast and Furious 4. They used 7 cars for the filming, which is for most people just they can barely understand it. There was one hero car which was used for promo shots and posters and for the famous scene where you see Paul Walker in the workshop open the bonnet and there is an RB26, but there was no driving with that car. And then there is 6 more stunt cars. This is what production usually does. They produce replicas of a certain car for different usage. This is actually a GTT, so it's not an actual GT-R. It started its life as a GTT, but this is the only one equipped by the production company with an RB26. So go fast, do sound, and this car was actually driven by Paul. In our movie car world, there is always lists from production showing VIN numbers and what car was used for which actor, what scene. You can tell by that VIN number there was a specific job to be done for that car, and there was Paul involved, so actual driving, which makes this one super special. Stunt cars are rough usually, and this one was pretty beaten up when we found it. Back in the days, really nobody cared about movie history or to own a car from Paul Walker or Vin Diesel or whatever, you name it. And the previous owner who bought that decoded the VIN number and it says it's a GTT and it used to be black from factory. So he just wanted to have a nice OEM Skyline, so he painted it rather bad black over Bayside blue, but obviously got no clue on the history of the car because he didn't have the list to see, oh shit, it was Paul Walker's car. He never finished the project and I found it 5 years ago and it was just an empty shell. Engine in boxes, parts in boxes. I verified the VIN number and it's like, how much you want for it? So it was fairly cheap back then, and yeah, we brought it over and now finished a full resto on the car. What we did is we actually preserved even the cheapest fiberglass parts, which was super important for us. We're very purists in that, so if it was like that in the movie, we want to have it in our collection like that. So it's overlay fiberglass, white body, the fenders, bonnet, all that stuff as it was in the movie, and we just restored it. So this is why that one is pretty nice. The idea behind it is just to collect it, having fun, to find these things. That's what we love. And of course to share it with the people, because this stuff needs to be seen.
Well, the perfect way to end today is quite simply, I've driven the same Skyline that Paul Walker drove in Fast and Furious. The end.
Can I start? Yeah. Hello, yeah, I'm a funny guy. So I'm Benny. I'm working for Auto Finesse. I'm the head of sales in Germany. And I have my own company, Hake Automotive, selling cars, collecting cars, everything, all about GT-Rs, Skylines and all that stuff. That's my Liberty Walk R35 GT-R in collaboration with Chrome Cars and all my friends at Auto Finesse. Look at the front brake, it's an endless front brake. In Germany, we have a little, but old Skyline community, I think. So it started the Skyline forum back in 2006 or 7. It grows and grows, yeah, because Skyline were expensive in Germany back in the days. Yeah, we are a big family or not?